Hey guys, it's me, it's King. My last video was on Pyra. I specifically went over Pyra and a little bit of Mythra, and this video is going to be on specifically Mythra as well as the combination of Mythra and Pyra. I believe that this character or combination of characters has the potential to be the best character in the game. And in this video, I'm going to do a character breakdown on the character and then give you some of my thoughts. Alright, I'm going to get right into it, but before I do, please take 2 seconds of your time to subscribe and hit the bell icon right next to subscribe to stay notified of all my future videos. With that said, I'm going to start right now with Mythra. I'm going to go over all her moves. So, I'm going to start with Jab. Mythra's Jab is 1 frame faster than Pyra's. Frame 2 Jab, less damage, but very fast. Pretty self-explanatory. You can also do 1, 2, 3, but I don't see why you would do that. I mean, I guess if you want them to DI in, you could try to frame trap them or something. But I usually would do just the full rapid punch until they drift away. Now, here's where one of the areas where Mythra gets way different than Pyra. As you know, Mythra is way faster than Pyra. I'm sure you guys know that by now. In fact, I was looking at his speed. I was testing his speed, and she's roughly the equivalent running speed of Fox. Also, if I don't remember if I mentioned last video, but Pyra's multi-dash is actually faster than her run, very slightly, I think. With Mythra, multi-dash is a little bit slower than her run, so running is actually a little bit faster. But yeah, her running speed is on par with Fox, and her general movement is all over the place. Almost all her moves are faster than Pyra's. I'm not even sure if there's a move that's like the same type of move, which is different, which is the same speed. I'll give you an example. For all her tilts, each tilt is 4 frames faster, and for other moves, it's like in between like 1 to 6 frames faster. So I'm gonna go over all her tilts right now. So I'm gonna start off with F tilt, which I feel like is a very underrated move. This move is I believe it's frame 8, and the cool thing about this move is it actually combos into almost anything. This is one of the moves that really surprised me. This exceeded my expectations by a lot. I was testing with Domo to see like when things are a true combo like this. Like, if you see here, it's a training mode combo now, but remember, things don't necessarily need to be a training mode combo in order for it to link it to itself. That just means it's a hit stun combo, like hit stun into hit stun with no time in between. You have to remember that that's not actually what really matters. It matters if you're actually guaranteeing the hit, meaning there's no characters have a 1 frame escape option, you know? So it doesn't have to be a training mode combo in order to link. So you can actually do things like this. So I can do like F tilt into dash attack, and then, you know, attack traces however I want, like run up and do jab or whatever. So I can do F tilt, and then grab, and then do combo chains. Like, there's all this stuff I can do. The fact that you can F tilt grab is amazing. Her running grab, her standing grab is frame 6, and her running grab is frame 11. So it doesn't seem like it'd work, but it actually works like most of the time at the low damages, which is really nice. So you can do F tilt dash attack. Oh, so after F tilt dash attack, by the way, you can do something like that. And if they miss the tech, and that all starts from F tilt. So I'll just do that, and if you miss tech, just run up jab 1, and then that, and you get all that damage for free. So it actually leads into it. Also, you can boost it. I'm sure you know about boost F tilts. Where you just look the other direction and you see stick. This move's really good. And look, it only has like 20-something frames total time. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna put all the frame data in the YouTube description if you guys are interested in that. I went to collect it all. So yeah, this move extremely good. It's very safe as well. It's a very, very safe move. Now I'm gonna talk about down tilt. Down tilt is frame 5. It's like a corn down tilt, and it combos into pretty much anything. Even though this move is in theory like ridiculously good, I don't personally find myself using it much. But just by looking at the moves like attributes, it just seems like a really good move. I mean, it's frame 5 and it literally just combos into whatever you want. Well, not whatever you want. She doesn't kill like that amazingly, but I can do like this, and if there's a platform, I get 1 more up air from that, and that's all like inescapable. You can do like this just to like get them off stage or stuff. It's hard to say what the best sequence is. If there's platform stages, surely it's like something like this, and then up air, land on platform, and then do something like that again. Yeah, down tilt super good for combos. This is just a good move in general. Just hits people away. Oh yeah, by the way, back to F tilt. You can also do combos like this. I don't know if it works at this percent. You can F tilt F smash, but it might not work at 80. Yeah, usually F tilt F smash is a combo if they're like below 70 or so. But at these percents, you just do that. You might be able to actually F tilt neutral B. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure on that. Let me find that real quick. Nah. Okay, I think stick with that. I think that sticking with the like F tilt and just fair them off or something. F tilt and fair them. Of course, it won't work at these percents. So now I'm going to talk about up tilt. Up tilt is 1 frame slower than F tilt, but starting behind her and 1 frame more total time. But as you can see, it's not much total time at all. These moves have like no lag, and compared to Pyra, they're way, way, way better for comboing. Like not even close. This is like, as a combo character, this is pretty much what she's basically the Sheik. You could think of it as Mythra is kind of like the Sheik, and Pyra's kind of like the Ganon. Like Pyra's about the attack power and the long range and stuff. She's basically Sheik. She doesn't really kill, but she wins neutral, racks up the damage, gets the combos in the frame traps, kind of like that. So this pretty much you could do all these sorts of combos like you can do all the different tilts into each other. I've done. I'm not sure what the best sequence is. If it's a fastball, you can do that into that, or it's a bunch of different sequences. Now it's very hard to know what the best one is. I guess I could do that and then double jump up air, land on the platform. I think the platforms are going to benefit our combos by a little bit by extending it by 1. But we're on FD right now. But yeah, this stuff's pretty self-explanatory. There's not really much to say. So. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'll talk about dash attack now. Now, this move is insane. This move is actually incredible. So, dash attack, you burst option at the... Wait, let me make sure the stem was on. So, this is just a super fast burst option. It's almost twice as fast as Pyra's. This is a frame 9 dash attack. And when you're in neutral, look. Like, if I'm way over here, bam, and you already hit them. This burst option is insane. Do you see this? Look at this. I'm already over here. I'm all the way over here, and bam, you're hit now. That's insane. Now, I'm not saying you have to spam that predictably, because if you're predictable with this, they can literally just like block and punish you. Like they can literally just block and punish. However, the fact that this tool exists in the first place means her threat range is like way over there, because by the time you see it, she already went across the entire screen. So that's the fact that this exists is huge. And I wanted to also mention, if you're at point blank, it does less damage. Same with Pyra. It's a little less damage if you're point blank, but if you're anything not point blank, it doesn't see anything that's not point blank. Like the entire sword does like 10. But if you hit like the handle, which requires you to be extremely, extremely close, then it's a little weaker hit. Just wanted to let you guys know. Also, depending on the character, it might knock over at 0. So you can do things like dash attack, and then like run up down smash, and then get them off stage. That's one thing you can do. Other things you can do, and then jab lock, and then side B. You just hold forward and mash B, and then you get all that damage if they miss the tech, which is going to happen a lot online. So those are 2 different variations you can do. You can also do like, and then run up, and then I did it wrong, but this, and then I think run up down to it, and this, and this, and this, and then land on a battlefield platform, and then attack again. Like, as you can see, all this starts from the first dash attack, and obviously online they're going to miss the tech, and offline you can use this as a burst option. In my opinion, this is one of Mythra's best attacks. The fact that this exists means that once they start being scared of it, they're going to start like jumping over it, they're going to start backing up, they're going to start shielding it, and guess what? Her dash grab's amazing too, and also goes into frame traps, which I'll talk about shortly. Actually, I'll start talking about it right now. No, I think actually it'd be better if I talk about the aerials first, because that leads into it. So I'll talk about the aerials first. All her aerials are, I think, between like 3 to 6 frames, or anywhere 3 to 6 or 3 to 5 frames faster than her Pyra's. So I'll start with the Nair. The Nair starts behind Mythra, and unlike Pyra's, this was frame 8 instead of frame 11. But it also has a landing hitbox, kind of like Byleth. However, Byleth starts on frame 6. Mythra's starts on frame 8, so it's not quite as good, and it has, I think, like 13 frames landing lag. However, it is blessed with a landing hitbox. Now in the Ditto, you can still up yet a shield against it, but having a landing hitbox is nice. So if you hit in the air, it's 3 hits, but there are situations there. Yeah, see right there, I managed to get all 4 hits because look. This is 3 in the air, but you saw that earlier the combo said 4 because it was the landing hitbox. And at low percents, first off, this could be really good against characters with bad out of shield. You can like get behind them and do that. And if you land behind them, like behind their shield, you just autopilot into like up tilt, for example. And if they have a bad out of shield behind them, then it can catch jumps. If it connects, it combos into the hit, and then you get a combo. And so catching jumps, beating slow out of shields, you know, that could be one flow chart you could start with, for example. You could also do like Tomahawk Grab to complement it, for example. But just having multi-hits is really nice, because sometimes people release their shield within the hits, and it can protect you for longer. Also, a lot of the time, it can combo. Right there, it didn't say a training mode combo, but even if Doma was to like buffer an air dodge in, for example, and I was to do that, and he did like one of these air dodges, I'll just do this to that, and then, you know, dash attack then, they probably miss attack, and then you get another one. Like, the frame traps of this character is like frame trap central. It reminds me a lot of Brawl Meta Knight and Melee Marth in the sense that you can move really fast and you can do all these crazy frame traps with all your attacks. It's really fun. It's like, I feel like it's, especially offline, it has a really high skill cap. I think she's going to be extremely high skill cap offline, like what max potential she can do if you're consistently spacing the sword. And I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, let me show you some of the stuff she can do after Nair. So you can Nair, and then you can get a grab. And if you're fighting a fast fall, this is even easier. Now, obviously, that only worked on Pyra because, like, her percent's low. Like, the grab almost missed, for example. This actually does work against almost every character at maybe not like a Jigglypuff or anything, but the majority of characters this works at 0. We'll work on fast falls even longer. I can also do like dash attack. Well, maybe not on Pyra, but if it was like against Mythra or someone who falls faster, like if you're fighting someone who falls faster, you do that into that, and then I showed you how dash attack can lead to all these cool tech traces. I just showed that earlier. So don't need to show that part again. And you know, if let's say some people are near the edge, there's a high chance they're gonna DI in, and even though that doesn't true combo, it frame traps. Like even if this misses, you just do that one, or yeah. So it's just really good because doesn't have to, as I said, doesn't have to be training mode combo. If it stows, it's gonna frame trap you, and it's safe. And this is a really good move. Sometimes people release their shield within the hits too, and just combos amazingly. So yeah, that's her Nair. Now forward air, which is the same speed as Nair. This is her edge guard move. Oh, this is a frame 8 move that starts underneath her. This move is really good. When you hit somebody off stage, you can just go out there and hit them. I showed you earlier how Pyra's hit sideways. This is pretty much the same, but I'm not with Mythra having such a good dash attack and general movement, like good run shield, good dash attack, spacing. I guess you could space. But I mean, when I'm playing, I'm usually using this move to like anti-air. Like if I'm frame trapping and they're like, oh, they're in front of me, or they're off stage, I'll fast fall under them and double jump fair. Like let's say I'm edge guarding someone, I might go fast fall under them and then run off stage, fast fall, double jump fair, and then like up B back on stage. I might do something like that. This fair is mainly used for edge guarding. It's not, just so you know, a lot of this character is based around like the edge guards and stuff. So I'll try to show. Oh, and it combos from down tilt. Down tilt combos to like pretty much anything. So I'll show real quick. Oops, he died in. And then bam, and then you do something like that. Well, the percent's kind of low here, but you get the idea of how see that angle. It sends at a really nice angle for gimping, and I find that move really good for. This is mainly her main edge guard move, mainly because this is the only move she has. Like among her aerials, that sends out a very low angle, so it's really nice. And with her movement speed, being able to do something like that, you have like a plan A and then like a plan B and C and stuff. It's really nice what she can do off stage. It's really cool. I'd say she's definitely a lot better in Pyra when it comes to hitting down here. See, look at all those options I can cover. If Pyra, if I was to try to do it, I could do this. I might be able to recover. Yeah, like I can recover there. But like here, I can go slightly lower, and then I can shoot all those. And it's the whole process is faster. The whole process is faster, and it's safe. Because if you hit them down there, it doesn't matter how hard you're hitting them. They're probably dead if they're getting hit down there. So it's about which one's easier to land in that situation, you know. All right, so that's pretty much forward air in a nutshell. And it does get show grab, but again, you can just space this sword. And yeah, of course, like pretty much every move she has pretty much combos into dash attack. It's kind of cool and crazy. All right, now to talk about back air. Back air is, I believe, frame 10, which is quite a bit faster than Pyra's bear, if I'm not mistaken. Like a huge difference. I think this is like a 6 frame difference. It's one of the biggest differences with their speed. Like, see, hers is way faster. So this is just basically like I get someone in the air, and I'm just like if they're this is like honestly so self-explanatory. That, like, they're behind me, you just bear. Like, you're not killing with it. It doesn't matter. Oh, I'll show you something I figured out. If they're between, like, 25 to like 55% are on the ledge. Don't get on ledge. And someone's trying to plank you or something, you can do something like that. And, wait, try again. And then you can do something like that. However, watch what happens at the low percentages. For some reason, this is kind of weird. I just discovered this very recently. Go on ledge. Watch. This time, it's not going to hit him up. Oh, this time it did. Okay. That's strange. 1 second. Let me get the percent up to like 60. All right, now let's try. Go on ledge. What the heck? Is it different on Pyra and Mythra? Earlier, that wasn't happening. I don't know why that's the case. Earlier, it was from 25 to 55. It was stage spiking, and if it wasn't that, it was like sending up here. I'm not really sure. Maybe I was doing it on something else. But it can be good for stage spiking. But mainly, it's just if they're behind you, you just do that. That's the main idea. These moves are never really going to kill. You just use it to get damage and to do frame traps. Speaking of frame traps, the next move I'm going to talk about is up air. Up air starts on frame 9. Just like Pyra, only 8 frames landing lag. And it's very safe. Like, you can always spot dodge. Like, you can never get shield grab for that. It's probably the safest move on landing, basically. But the real use of it is that it just frame traps. Like, you can just frame trap with this. And it's just from, like, doing up throw to up air real fast, you can, like... I think this move's crazy good. If there was a Battlefield platform, I can go, like, do this. I could do stuff like this over and over. Imagine me there being a platform, I just land on that, and I continue the combo even longer with, like, whatever area I want. So, it's not the most damage, but you see how much movement I have? And I can go whatever direction I want. Like, I just have so much movement options. If this was attached to a super slow character, sure, it might not be that amazing. Just like if she had Incinera's up air. Like, Incinera's up air as a standalone move is a lot more broken than Mythra's up air. However, it's attached to Incineroar, which means it's not as practical because Incineroar himself doesn't move around as fast. But this being attached to her is really nice. So that's her attributes also makes the move really good. You can also full hop double up air like this. It doesn't hit by the way, it doesn't hit nearly as low as Chrom's. Chrom's hits much lower, but it can still easily hit somebody standing up. So I really like this move. I think this move is amazing for frame traps. It gives me a lot of vibes from Melee Marth and Brawl Meta Knight. Especially when you combine with her speed. This feels like the most, if you play Melee, she feels like the most Melee character in the game. Interestingly enough, she's using the Melee Mythra outfit. So I don't know if they made her Melee like on purpose with the Melee Mythra outfit, or it might just be a huge coincidence. But yeah, and now we're going to talk about her slowest aerial, and the one I personally use the least, her down air. It's basically a move that it's kind of like Fair in a way. It's very similar to Fair. It's just a little less range, but a little less range in front, but goes in front of her. I guess if you like, I don't know. I'm not really sure when I'd use that over like landing nair. Like a lot of time, I think it's better just to go in with like this nair, and if you land this nair, you can get like combo start and stuff, right? Like by starting this. So I don't know when you want to use this, because if I'm doing this, I have a chance of hitting them intercepting them in the air, but also protecting myself on landing. And then a landing hitbox. With this, I'm just YOLOing that they're going to be in one specific spot. So I guess it could work. And there's times like they're off stage and I can do that. I was also thinking like if I was to like ledge trump. So I grab ledge, Tomo. Just wait on ledge. Like you could do something like that. Now I was thinking from like a ledge trump. I think that could be good maybe. Because the thing is, you might be thinking, well, why not just backer? Well, the backer is easier to land. The only thing is like, it'll hit them right away, but it'll hit them like upwards, so you don't really have a chance of gimping them from like the ledge trump air. With the down air, it's slower. It might catch their jump. It hits at a lower angle. You just have the chance of getting a gimp. So I think that's usually worth it if that's what you're gonna go for. But yeah, that is my least used aerial. It's basically a much weaker version of like it's one of this, but it doesn't spike. So I would say that. Obviously, Pyra's is much better. And Pyra's, you can actually like do these types of combos and stuff. But yeah, that's the one move I don't use as much. All her other aerials, I think, are like ridiculously good. And she has so many frame traps. She's like the frame trap god. I think that's one of the reasons I like the character so much. She's basically frame trap god. And there's just so many movement options. It really feels like Brawl MK or just Melee, like I'm playing Melee in general. It's great feelings. Now I'll talk about the grabs. Now, her grabs are weaker than Pyra's, but what does that really mean? I mean, that really doesn't mean anything. I mean, her grabs are better because they all pretty much combo. I would say her grabs are better. Or maybe they're better for her, perhaps. But they don't send as far. But here's the thing, like Pyra's down throw, like if you're at 200, you're probably living anyway. That's her best kill move. Pyra down throw is the best way you're gonna kill if any of the 8 throws. So and that's like 200. So like that's not really a thing. So let me show you some of the combos I found. Forward throw dash attack, and then I already showed earlier all the stuff you can do. You can double dash attack, run up down smash, jab side B, run up down tilt into imagination. Oh, I forgot to show earlier. You can F tilt F smash at certain percents up to like 0 to 70 or something. But yeah, I don't need to cover that. That into the tech chases I showed earlier. You can also back throw and then dash attack, and that's a true combo. Well, it's a true combo on fast forwards. If it was like a Mythra did it, that'd be like a true combo. But if it's a little floaty, it doesn't work at 0. So that's something. If you grab a fast fall at 0, that's a true combo. But on a slow fall, it's not. And then not only is that a true combo on like faster fallers, but then you have a chance of tech chasing them too, because they're gonna probably land most likely. And then down throw, the down throw does more damage than the up throw. See, but down throw takes longer. But as you can see, like watch, this is gonna be a training mode combo, I think. Whoops, I messed up. See, 21 damage, training mode combo. That was true hit stun. It doesn't, as I said, it doesn't need to be that good, but just to show that is a true hit stun combo. And it does more damage, so maybe down throw is the play at low percents. But I really like up throw because like that's not a training mode combo, but I've tested with Domo as he was trying to like mash double jump out, and even if the double jump comes out, people don't rise fast enough in the one frame of double jump to actually escape it. So like at these low percents, what would happen if you mash jump is you were just gonna fall down, and well, there I did the true training mode combo, but even if it wasn't true training mode combo, just by me doing it like that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna catch them burning their, like they'll burn their double jump. So oh yeah, and I also want to mention that reaction time's a thing. Look how fast I can shield after up throwing. It's kind of like a Marth. If we were talking about melee comparisons, it's kind of like Jigglypuff, Fox, and Marth, how all 3 of them have an up throw that's like instant. So people tend to miss the DI a lot, kind of like Jigglypuff, up throw and melee. It's like they're gonna miss the DI a lot. If you just throw them real fast, you can just practice this auto pot frame trap. So I want to show you like one thing I came up with. So Domo, try to double jump out of my combo, and when that doesn't work, just try to air dodge on your laning. And then all that. So that's one sequence I made up. And if you want to know the science behind that one, so I think this is where I want to talk about. This is a really cool part of Mythra and Pyra, especially using together. So think of it this way. Have you guys, if you guys have ever watched like me versus Armada, and you saw like, okay, Armada he's always floating right outside my striking distance, like Armada knows in Pete's versus Marth exactly how far to float away from me, right? So he's staying just outside the distance that he knows Marth can get to. He's focusing, he's reacting. He knows Marth can only go here because I've been in this situation a million times. Now imagine if just at any point in the match, I'm like, you know what, Armada? Now I'm melee Sheik. And now I'm gonna do Sheik movement, where Sheik has this really broken back air and double jumps in the air upwards really, really fast. Oh, and then now it's like now I'm at an angle where I want to go back to Marth, and then imagine like that fully optimized. Like imagine if you fully optimized, but you're able to switch within the switch total time is only 32 frames. So basically, just barely over half a second, you can just change your character. Just for whatever you think was, the end game meta situation. That's why I think this character has immense potential. That's one of the reasons, because you can just be like, okay, well, when you learn all the situations, the theory craft behind it is like, well, you can get better frame traps and stuff, or just okay, they're barely at kill percent here, so why would I risk it here? Like there's just so much you can do, but it's only going to be shown at the very highest levels of play. If you're not already at super top level, you're not really going to take advantage of why this is so good. You're just going to be switching at random and hoping for the best. Or, oh, they're at high percent, I'll use Pyra. The basic bread and butter stuff. But just to go back to the frame trap I just showed, just for the idea. So this that part, even if I'm a little slower, even if the percent was a little higher, let's say that didn't training mode combo, but it's all true regardless because they can't air dodge out. Domo could have burned his double jump, right? So if he was matching X there at these low percents, he would burn double jump, right? And that means when you burn your double jump, that means that you don't have the option of doing double jump, fast fall, air dodge. That's important because now, after Domo burned his double jump, that means Domo's only options is to do that, is to do this, or just come down for an aerial. Now, that was the exact, if you saw earlier, I was at the exact distance. If you see Pyra's sword, not only is it's bigger and stronger. Look how high this is going. See this one's lower. I don't know if you could tell, but this one is a lower sword. And this sword, it goes quite a bit further. And it's like twice as strong or so. So stronger and more range. So the ideal move in that particular situation when he didn't have a double jump and did not have the option of fast fall to neutral air dodge was to switch to Pyra at that perfect spacing. Do that, and if he air dodges in, I can hit him again. I could do like I did F tilt into dash attack, which requires a miss tech, but I could have done whatever. I could have like maybe turned around down tilt to get like a true combo. That might have been like more optimized. But you get what idea with the potential. So I'll just try to show that one more time real quick. And right here, see, this is the situation without Domo air dodging. You see, it's earlier Domo air dodge, and you saw same exact situation, but I was able to frame trap him because air dodge. When you air dodge, you still have some. See, look. There's still some landing lag before I can shield. And as I said, you don't have the option to fast fall air dodge. So I was just the right distance to take full advantage of the length of my sword by transferring at that moment. And yet the frame trap still continued. This is just one of many examples you can do. And I'm not 100% sure. I didn't really test this. I probably should test this before the video, but it feels like when you're transforming a lot, it feels like I'm, especially compared to Mythra. If you look at how fast Mythra falls, right? But now imagine I'm Mythra most of the fight, but I'm just going to transform. So it doesn't seem like it's a huge difference, but like when you're jumping and doing this, it doesn't. You see, I'm clearly not falling at my full maximum speed. So another benefit is not only my switching between melee Marth and melee Sheik, so to say, but I'm also changing my fall speed a bit. So I'm giving myself extra options. Like maybe I was just out of range there, but if I change characters, something that would barely miss now has the option of barely hitting. I basically have more mix-up options, which in my mind means long-term potential. And there's a lot of ways to go about this. And it's, as I said, this is only going to matter at super top level play, but I think that's just some really cool stuff about the character. So if I could switch between melee Marth and melee Sheik at will, that would be like incredibly broken. But yeah. Now I just wanted to show that one example just to show the concept. There's obviously going to be a lot of different other concepts you could use. Oh, there's also something else. You could transform here and you can switch characters. Not sure when this is the best option, but you can do stuff like that. So yeah, I covered neutral air, multi-hit, this straightforward. Up air is pretty much God. I never use down air. This, and I pretty much showed at like this, really, really good. Oh, and then I kind of like going for the bear after that because the bears are usually fresh. Like up air is super stale by then, so if I go to the side, bear goes almost as high, but it's also a lot more damage, and they're probably not expecting the angle. Oh, and after something like that, let's say I did that and I went for the bear or something, then I would jump in at them and then jump at them and then jump back, and they're probably going to air dodge in or miss an attack. And then I do like a fair, and then I go for the ledge trap or edge guards. That's some like complicated juggle stuff. Like I could try to show the concept. Oh, sorry. I don't. I want to show the concept when I hit the upper. I already showed the other one. So and then that you can do that concept. Here's another concept. Oops. Sorry. Let me try it again. And then attack from an angle, and then either right here, you can go for it right away, or by then, if you think, oh, I think my opponent is in a scared mindset, they might try to like panic air dodge in, and I could wait for that, and then fair, and now they don't have a jump, and they panic air dodge, like depending on what you think your opponent's thinking. You could either like attack right at them, attack at different angles. You could. It's basically like you're covering their options, but also trying to read their emotions at the same time. It's kind of a mix of covering options and reading emotions in a way. But with having a big, long, strong sword, especially when it has practically no landing lag, is really nice. And there's a lot of different ways to use this. I think, notably, Pyra is really good when you get them really high. However, Pyra is like slower, kind of like how Incineroar is slow. So Pyra has difficulty if they want to run away. So if Pyra's fighting like a Zero Suit Samus, and Zero Suit was just like, oh, I just want to down B to the other side of the stage. I don't want to deal with this. And then if I know that my opponent's gonna be like, okay, well, I don't like in that mindset. I can say like, well, Mythra, and now I can catch anybody, right? But if I was to challenge like maybe like a Game & Watch down air, like someone who might challenge me from that position, I probably want the stronger, longer sword because on average, not only will I not trade as much because I have a longer sword, but the risk-reward ratio favors me better because it's a big attack. This is one of the reasons why Game & Watch is considered like good against Ike. Ike has that big, strong up air. It protects from above him. Same with like Korn and Byleth. Those up airs are really good against Game & Watch for that reason. If you're fighting someone who's going to like challenge you or can't really escape you sideways, then Pyra seems ideal because, you know, the weakness of Pyra's juggle is that you can just go to the side. But by transforming, you don't have to deal with that. And you can catch people who you know are just going to try to run away. So depending on the opponent or the way the opponent's playing, you could change your character. And that alone is stronger than Pyra or Mythra individually, for like obviously. Pyra probably would be like mid-tier if it was like the character alone. And then I feel like Pyra would be like mid-tier alone. And then Mythra would probably be like high-tier alone maybe. Or like top of high. Well, I don't know. No, probably high because she can't kill it. It has the Sheik problem. But by combining them together, it's super strong. Like imagine if Sheik in Ultimate, she racked up the damage and won the neutral, and then you swapped to Ganon to hit him hard. I don't think it's quite as strong as that, just because the power difference there is quite too big. But it's almost as strong as that. Then you're like, oh well, I got all the damage easily. Now it's just cut him. Oh, or this situation, I want to do this. It's just really, really, really. I just think this character has the potential to be the best in the game. Like I really do. Now I'm not saying they are. I just think by theoretical potential at specifically super top level play, specifically super top level offline play, to be more specific. I actually haven't played them online, but I played them a lot offline for like videos because I like focusing more on the offline content. Because I think, you know, eventually the in real life tourneys are going to be back and whatnot. So yeah. With that said, got way off topic, talk about nerd stuff, but if you guys wouldn't be watching this video if you didn't like that anyway. Now to talk about some of the special moves. So this move, we talk about so many amazing moves, and now let's talk about a move that's not amazing. So I'll talk about Lightning Buster now. Lightning Buster is a frame 9 move. If you just tap it, it's a frame 9 move. Now, that's just fast enough where offline I can catch it, but it doesn't feel it. It feels like it's harder than it should be. Like Cloud's F tilt on the ledge stand, it feels easier. Maybe it's because maybe it's Z-axis stuff, or maybe this only lingers for 1 frame at a time instead of 2. I don't know. It feels easier if like Cloud F tilt, for example. I can't really find use for this, but I want to show something cool about it. Watch, if I'm right here, I can catch people behind me. So I was thinking like ledge roll. Like you can catch ledge rolls with that, and then. I don't know, I guess you can catch ledge roll and get up attack. Maybe, I guess, but then why wouldn't I just down smash instead? Like, why not just down smash instead? I guess that because it hits him forward. I guess if you're fighting people with certain weaknesses, you can do that. Oh, I want to mention something else. So yeah, you can charge it all the way, and there's like an invincibility frame just before it. But imagine doing this. Like, I guess like it can work sometimes. But like, if you were to like normal stand shield, there's only a 1 frame window you can be hit, and these sword moves don't really linger that long, which means like, if you're too far back, you can like ledge jump, but then you could also just normal stand shield, and statistically, on average, you're going to block it most of the time, which means the opponent gives up a ledge trap, which is... I really think Pyra's better for ledge trap, by the way. Like, there's so many ways I showed in the Pyra video why I think Pyra's better for ledge trap, but... I can't really find a use where this is the best move for a scenario. Like, usually when I could use this move, I'm usually using a different move. Like, for example, I can do this. And you'd be like, Mythra King, you barely survived. And I'm not covering that many. I guess, like, maybe if I want to intercept Bowser or Donkey Kong's recovery, that's going to work more often than not. Oh, but I want to mention something else cool. Even if you go super low, watch this. If I jump, I go down. But watch, see? I go down. But if I hit, I hover in place. Even if you only get 1 slash, that's 99% of the time good enough that you can just recover. So if I was to go off stage and then like do that, see, look how easily I recovered. I would have died otherwise. I forgot. I messed up and didn't press B right away. And also, I haven't talked about up B yet, but you can recover like this if you try to go for edge guard like this or whatever, or just whatever you want to do. Whether it's neutral B, off stage, whether it's forward airs off stage, whether it's down air, you recover with this. But yeah, that's the next move I'll talk about. So yeah, can't find a use for this, unfortunately. I mean, and when I say that, what I mean is I can't find a use where it's the best move for the situation. If it's not the best move for a situation, then even factoring in move scaling and stuff, then I don't know. Maybe if they want to air dodge in, maybe if I think they're going to air dodge in, but I don't know when, or I don't know. Don't know. It is cool when it hits though, because it does hit. It is decently strong, and it does hit side. Like it's stronger than your forward air, for example. Especially like at the high percents, it's more noticeable at the high percents. But yeah, as you see, it's like I don't know. I feel like it doesn't last long enough. Anyway, now to the up B move. Pyra's up B is frame 13. Well, Mythra's is, I believe it's 10, which is the same as Chroma, but weaker. But it's attached to a super fast character. And it has a lot of range. So if you press up B like that, it does 17 damage, as you can see there. Just press up B and don't press any of your buttons. Oh, that's the first time I didn't see it. True combo. It almost always 17 damage, true combo. But if you hold the B button, it does significant. It does like, what's that, like 5.1 less damage with the little shots. However, I want to also show how this works. So watch. The little shots, it seems worse in damage, right? And when you hit the up B, this is a true combo like every time. For some reason, they coded it really well that it always true combos. Look, right here, see how they disappear here? And then here, that one, it just keeps going. So if you know that they have... This one's really good for like the two framing there. Whereas if you're already down here, you just want to maximize hitting them. Because like even if you hit them with a little weak shot, you want to do that. By the way, to do the weak shot, all you have to do is either hold B, or you either hold the B button or you mash the B button. But if you press up B without doing anything, if you press up B without doing anything, you just get that shot. If you connect your up B at a shield, you should always, if you connect up B at a shield, you should always do the 17 damage one where you don't press anything, just let it happen. But if it's an edge guard, like you're down here already, then there's no reason not to shoot all these beams. Like, oh, the forward air, and then you... And remember, you want to slash to it. So, like, let's say I fast fall under... Let's say they're recovering over here. I would go off, I would go off stage, fast fall, double jump fair, then up B into them, and then shoot. So I have a chance of hitting with fair, then this up B, and then this. I have, like, 3 chances. And it's not even that risky, because, like, look, I can go, like, super low. I can go, like, really low, I think. Look, I was at magnifying glass level. Wait, can I? No, not quite magnifying glass level, but just a little bit above magnifying glass level, and you can still recover. So I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, this move has way more range than Pyra's of it. Like Pyra, well, maybe not the landing explosion, but the initial hit. See, I think that was the exact perfect distance. That's how far it goes, and you can do that in front and behind. At first, I was like, whatever, because I guess I'm just used to, oh, Chroma's does like 25 damage if it all connects and stuff. But that's when you consider the other attributes this character has. When you consider all the other attributes this character has, I think having this up B in addition to that is really nice. Also, sometimes when people are edge guarding, sometimes you hit them with this, and you know how you're in a lot of stun? See how Pyra's in a lot of stun here? Look, all that stun. Sometimes when I'm off stage and I do that, sometimes they can like recover, and sometimes they just fall they fall super low while in hit stun. They can't use their up B. So you get a bonus of like, there are times that like they just fall down to their death because you hit the first hit and then you grab ledge, or you hit this and then maybe you like shoot them, or sometimes like the shot stage spikes them because they missed their tech or something. Yeah, her recovery is actually pretty good when you're down here. Now I do want to mention though, if you are super low, this bounce is actually not safe. However, if you're high enough not to have to bounce, then you can just grab it normally. So yeah, overall, very useful up B. I end up using up B at a shield a lot. Not the fastest up B, it's a Chroma up B speed, but it's quite good. And when you consider this range, not quite that range, but not much less than that, and you can do it backwards, it's just really nice. Interestingly enough, Oh, wait, that reminds me. I didn't actually cover smash attacks. Well, guess I have to do that after these special moves. But the up smash actually is up smash out of shield is actually 1 frame faster. This is actually our fastest out of shield option. But I'll get to that in a bit. Since I already am on special moves, I'll just continue with that. I'll talk about the last special move because I already talked about transform before. I think it's like 6 through 18 invincible or something. I mentioned it in the Pyra video. It's going to be in the YouTube description as well. But just to finish off with special moves, I'll talk about the side B. Side B starts on frame 18. And you see it does like 23, 24 damage. This move can hit from really far away. It's cool because like you're teleporting all over the place when you do it. See, look. This is so anime. I love this. It's super anime. And if you hit them like off the stage and you want to suicide with them, you actually can. Now, it's nowhere near as good as like Sephiroth's Octoslash for like suicide killing because it's much weaker. And it doesn't even hit at like a low angle. It hits like a high angle. Like this is with no DI. If you DI, see, that's a high angle. And if you DIing, it's even higher angle. But it's a good burst option if they're not expecting it. However, if they are shielding it, look, this is how early I can shield. You're always going to get hit, as Sakurai showed when he had like Wii Fit Trainer do like a smash attack. Blocked and easily smash attack. They made it lag on purpose. However, there are some cool things. Remember when I mentioned that Pyra had all these mix-ups at the ledge here? Well, check this out. Wait, check this out. I think this is kind of cool. You can actually hit from here. Try to walk into it. I think this is pretty funny. It doesn't do much damage, but it's like it's not much damage, but it's something I think people are not going to expect. If you just do it once, people won't expect it. Also, some characters don't have a very good way to like catch people on the like. Some characters are really good at hitting like Sonic can run up and down smash or something, or some characters hit the ledge really well, but not every character can like punish you well. And obviously, when you regrab ledge, your invincibility is less. But I think it's cool to just to have the mix-up. Just to have the fact that it mixes up. Remember how I mentioned how just the fact that this exists means you have to respect it, or that you have one extra option. As long as you're using this in a way that's not being predicted, like just when your opponent's not thinking about it, or when you think they're not thinking about it, then that could be a nice mix-up. So yeah, I already talked about pretty much everything else except the smash attacks at this point. I actually forgot them, so I'll talk about those now. Smash attacks are frame 8, 9, and 14 respectively. Now, remember when I mentioned that Pyra could, from a charge position, could release here? Well, when you factor in online and how much more input delay it has, a minimum of 4 to 5 extra frames, you could actually do the same type of strat with like her, I think. And just when you see a change in movement, or when you see normal stand, you just release the hit. This is one of her... I think this is her strongest, or one of her strongest attacks. It's pretty like this. That for Mythra... That's really powerful. When you actually look at any other of Mythra's attacks, I think this is actually by far her strongest move outside of... if you don't count Pyra, and you would only count Mythra alone, and pretend Pyra doesn't exist for a sec, then I think this is by far her strongest attack. And I don't even think it's close. To be fair, that's the same with Pyra. So that they made sure their F smashes were like twice as strong as their other moves almost. Close to twice as strong. But yeah, I think that's really good. Oh, and by the way, that can also hit on the ledge. So if both of their F smashes can hit on the ledge, but you have to be close enough. Like if I was back here, for some reason it seems to miss. I don't know why, but then I'm here, it hits. It's kind of weird. But the point is that it can hit on the ledge. Both of them can hit on the ledge. And I find this move kind of pretty useful. And this doesn't combo at this percent, but F tilt does combo to F smash. So if you did want to try that, you could like. Right, as I said, didn't true combo, but it frame traps. So like it might true combo now. See, that's a training mode combo. Well, does it work at 70? Oh, see, it worked at 73, and that killed. That was a kill combo. Very specific scenario, but you see, it doesn't even need the kill because like the moment you hit them with that F smash, they're off stage. You can just like just like frame trap them. Just aim at them or wait for the air dodge and just. Attack at them, cover their options, frame traps, all that fun stuff. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do. So yeah, and then up smash is your fastest out of shield. Your grab, by the way, is huge. Like both of these characters have like a pretty see that grab range, and then the dash grab's pretty similar. And it's cool that a lot of moves lead into it. So like they respect dash attack, dash grab. See how fast that is? That's crazy fat. The fact that she has both a dash attack burst option and then a dash grab burst option, and both of those lead to like tech chases, which are nice, up throws, which are nice. Sure, it's not much damage, but when you consider the position and the frame trap potential, then it becomes very nice. It becomes extremely good when you factor in those things. So yeah. Up smash, you can just like Pyra, you can use this to catch like ledge jumps, and you can also catch normal stand. If it's a tall character, you can catch normal stand, and depending on if you think they're gonna jump, you can do that. This move doesn't kill to like, for Pyra it kills at like 90, but for Mythra it's probably like 130 plus. It's like 1.5 times weaker, but it might even be more. Might be more than 1.5 times weaker based on how it feels. But yeah, it's at least 1.5 times weaker with killing, but no, it's decent damage. It's your fastest out of shield. I don't personally like use it like that. There's been situations I used it, but I don't know. I feel like it's just better to do over frame traps. I don't really find myself using this, but I do find myself doing that sometimes. And then also, you also have down smash. Now, this is a frame 8 down smash. As you can see, if you were to like look right here, like it doesn't hit, but go Pyra. Oh, it grazed. Okay, so that's the exact distance for Pyra. That's grazing, whereas this one easily always misses. This is frame 8. And if it has 2 hits, just like Pyra's, it has a back kick. I like using it for tech chase. Like, I'll do dash attack, and I'll dash attack, and then I'll run up down smash. And that's one of the options I like, because if I'm not sure if they're going to miss tech or tech in place, but if I just want to get them off stage or ledge trap them, then sometimes I might do that instead of jab lock or something else. So I've used that, like double dash attack and to run up down smash. That's something I've liked. And if you do hit it, like look at this angle. You see that angle? And sure, like right there, it's like, okay, well, Domo could have air dodged to ledge, but like if I'm waiting for that, I can still cover that. I can create like 50-50s on gimps and stuff sometimes just by getting them off stage, depending on if I guess the recovery correctly. So that's also really nice to have. So covered all the smash attacks. Oh yeah, and there's also something called Foresight, which I'm going to talk about now. So Foresight is very similar to Bats Within. You basically take half the damage. So if a move would do like 10 damage, it does like 5 damage, something like that. I don't remember if Bayonet's was frame 1 or not, but with Mythra, I remember testing it. Oh, by the way, if you look at Mythra's rolls, you see that it's the same range, but Pyra's is actually faster by like 5 or 6 frames, I think. But watch Mythra. As you can see, it's slower. They did that to balance it, to try to make Pyra and Mythra more balanced. Mythra is, as I said, 5 or 6 frames more total time with both the dodge and the roll. However, from frames 2 through 5 on this spot dodge, 2 through 5 on the roll, and I think it's 2 through 5 on the air dodge, 2 through 6 on the spot dodge, and 2 through 6 through the roll, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. You have basically Foresight, which is basically just witch time. So I want to show you so why don't you show this in like slow motion? So Domo, hold jab. So this is going to be a frame 3 jab, just to give an example. So this will ease. Oh, I think he missed my character entirely. Let's try from here. Jab. And right here. And then I can just forward smash. Or I can down tilt forward smash. Oh, well, down tilt F smash didn't work. I can F tilt F smash. I can just do whatever. And I've seen people do like things where you purposely like do this, like do it to like maybe it could be good for like hitting a recovery and stuff. Or there's a lot of unexplored options with like Foresight, obviously because the character just came out. But it's basically, imagine if Bayonetta was a super fast character. There's been situations when people have used like Foresight to do a dodge. Like maybe you could fast forward air dodge or something, or you just land if the air dodge, roll dodge, dodge or roll an up B or something, or air dodge or something, and maybe you've had time to like do something like that. But yeah, I want to show you something actually really funny, because there is a huge weakness to this actually, and that's you can actually just grab the character. So I want to show you something funny. So Dylan, can you switch your character to down B? Okay. So I asked him to switch because Mythra's grab is 1 frame faster than Pyra's. So I'm going to show you something really funny here. All right. So that Mythra has a frame 6 grab, and I have a frame... the last frame where I can be hit is actually frame 6 on the roll. So watch this. So start your grab right now. I think we didn't start at the right time. Let's try again. Domo. Okay. Hold Z. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can still catch it. Now, I'm not saying a scenario like that's likely. I just wanted to prove, that there is weakness to this. Not only is the roll is laggier and stuff, but you can actually grab the first 6 frames as it is anyway. Now if you look, you actually travel quite a distance in that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like, the grab there would have missed, for example. But I just wanted to show that it was a thing. So yeah, some people think that like the Foresight could be like potentially really good. Honestly, I haven't really. So a lot of the time when I'm playing her, I forget about it. When I think of Mythra, I'm just thinking of Frame Trap the character. I'm thinking like melee. I'm thinking like melee Marth, Brawl Midnight, just melee Frame Trap type of stuff. Like I'm thinking like all this stuff, all the crazy frame traps and stuff you can do, like do this and cover this option, and just all the crazy combos, the super fun edge guards. When I think of this character, I'm just thinking all of that, and it's like, oh, I'm struggling to kill. Well, I mean, I have a bunch of moves that kill at like 90%. I have a bunch of moves that can kill. Oh, they're at 100%. I have a bunch of moves that kill at 100. Now, I do want to mention that if I was to like stale this move, that also stales Pyra's and vice versa. And I think like the same with the neutral bees and stuff. So those moves can stale like each other and stuff. But yeah. So I think this character is insanely good. And when I say insanely good, I'm talking about offline theoretical maximum potential if pushed to the limit offline. That's what I mean, and based on like theorycraft. And I think they're my favorite character to play, at least right now for sure. I've been really enjoying the past like 24, 40 hours, whatever I've been playing with this character. I've just been doing like nonstop and like training mode all the time. I've actually not played online yet because I didn't want to change my perspective on the character. I wanted to get a clear vision of like the offline before I do online, so that I can really understand like the differences and stuff. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of general movement and stuff, and just learning what I can for Twitch, for YouTube, and just for my own, just to get good. And I've just been having a lot of fun with this. So yeah, I think this is a potential contender for a best character in the game if mastered and if you're using both of them to their greatest strengths. Time will tell if I end up being right or not, but I think it's not out of the question of possibility. And they're super, super fun. The fact that like a potential best character is extremely fun. I love that. So yeah, that's my this is my Mythra guide, or it's more like a Mythra plus Pyra guide. I actually split this up, as I said, since as you can see I talk a lot. So imagine having one video that was twice this long. That's why, of course, I split it up into at least 2 videos. Because it's just easier that way. So yeah, I'm really excited to see where the future of this goes. So yeah, that's all right. Well, this is pretty long. Before you guys leave, I'm gonna remind you again. Do consider subscribing to the channel. It takes 2 seconds and costs nothing. Then click on the bell icon right next to subscribe. If you want to help out your YouTube algorithm, please consider commenting, liking, and all that stuff. That will actually help out. And also check the YouTube description. As I said, I have like frame data and stuff posted there. If you're interested in that. I have like my online tourney series, FPS Online I do. And then you can book, if you want to get good at Smash, consider booking coaching from me. I'm very good at training people. Just ask MK Leo. I actually did for him a lot. MK Leo also coaches on this site actually called metafy.gg. This will be linked in the YouTube description as well. So definitely check that out before leaving. Also let me know in the comments below what other types of videos you guys want, because I'm pretty much down for whatever for the most part. So let me know. But I don't know. I want to know what you guys actually want, because there's a lot of possibilities, but let me know what you want. Well, that said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.